Control, we are clear for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff.
Welcome back to Defy Your Handicap. From setback to comeback. Life threw us a curveball with a below-the-knee amputation. That doesn't mean the adventure stops. In fact, it just means I've picked up a few new tricks. And trust me, navigating life as an amputee, whether it's out here in the wilderness or just getting around the golf course, comes with its own unique set of hacks. So if you're ready to learn how to live your best life, no matter what, you're in the right place. Let's jump in. So I brought you back to the beginning, the place where I took my first steps while cooking dinner. As I started to learn the balance on my prosthetic, I liked being in this kitchen because I have both counters on each side to give me support. Balance is a big key to being active after a lower limb amputation. Balance is a big key of getting back on the golf course. I mean, my daily thought is, don't fall down, don't fall down. And that's truly a challenge every day. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten an alert, low walking steadiness. Hey Siri, thanks. I realize this. But in this kitchen, I was able to do some of my exercises to learn to use my prosthetic. Now, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a physical therapist, but I do want to show you some of the basic exercises I use in the kitchen of all places to help me learn to use my prosthetic leg. But I do encourage you to work with your doctor, work with your physical therapist, and let them tailor a plan specific to you to get you back to your balance, get you back to your steadiness, and get you back out living life. One of the first exercises that I would practice is my side-to-side motion. I remembered from my golf swing that the weight transfer was key to a powerful swing. When I shift my weight from left to right and back again, I want to keep the center of my weight on the insides of my legs. If my center gets to the outside, I can lose my balance. And that's when I lose my power. And again, that goes against our main goal, which is don't fall down. Don't fall down. So being in the kitchen, as I move side to side, I could reach out and support myself. The countertops were great support. Then for something more advanced, I'd let go, have my hands in front of me, and let me move side to side. The next exercise that I like to do in the kitchen was utilizing the stool. Something as simple as placing my left foot on the lower railing or placing it on a basketball. This would allow me to balance on my prosthetic leg. While balancing, the muscles of my residual limb were now relearning the job of balance that our feet and ankles used to do for us. And again, I have the countertops to support me in case I lose my balance. As I got better, I wanted to keep the muscles in my thigh as strong as possible. So I'll do simple squats. I'll use the countertops for my balance, and I can just go down and up, down and up. If I want something that's a little bit more advanced, I let go and go down and up, down and up. And I can feel that in my thighs. Now, I'll admit, I used to take movements like this for granted, but there's an added degree of difficulty that goes along with an added degree of importance now, and that's making sure you stay balanced. Now, let's start to take a look at how balance can affect me on the golf course. Spine angle What? Okay. Think of it this way. Everybody says keep your head down. But truly, what they're talking about is keeping your torso and your spine angle consistent through the swing. It's that simple. So if I were to draw a line from basically my head to my waist, that would be my spine angle. Naturally, my arms want to swing around this spine angle. So my best swings are going to be when my body stays consistent with that line I've drawn. If I should make some swings where my head or my body bends down, well, that could cause me to chunk it into the ground, hitting the ground before I hit the ball. Now the opposite problem could be that my head or body starts to fall back during the swing. This causes my spine angle to stand up a little more. I'll have a hard time getting back to the ball and hitting it solid. So as long as I can keep my spine angle in the same position, the chance of me hitting the ball solidly increases. So let's take a look and see how I do on this swing. Okay, pretty pleased. Throughout most of the swing, I kept my spine angle consistent. Not too much movement, so my arms and my club head had the best chance to return to the ball where they started out. But even after practicing in the kitchen, I still lose my balance towards the end of the swing, and that causes me to take one extra step. But overall, I'll take it. Let's take a look at another swing. I will draw the line to show my spine angle. And in slow motion, let's see if my body stays consistent throughout the swing. Ah, look at that. I like how my spine angle stayed consistent through the swing, and I stayed balanced on 2 feet. I'm very pleased with this swing. So let's go back and take one more look. Alright, here we go. Spine angle consistent. Nice swing through, ball on the green. So you see, that extra time in the kitchen with my kitchen PT paid off. And well, maybe somebody made chocolate chip cookies. So I stayed in there a little bit longer as well. Whatever motivates you. This last swing is with a driver. Naturally, we all want to swing the driver a little bit harder. So let's see how I do keeping my balance and keeping my spine angle. I know I didn't hit this one as well, so let's watch to see where I might have gotten off track. As I take the club away, it seems that my head may have dropped a little bit in the backswing. Alright, let's watch a little bit more. Oh, did you see that? On the downswing, I started to instinctively pull away from the ball because I knew that my spine angle had changed. Alright, so let's add a second line to see how much my spine angle has changed. And we can see there, my spine angle has kind of gone down a little bit more towards the ball. So let's put a circle around my head, and let's watch to see if it stays in that same position or if it moves. Whoops, coming up and out. Typically, if you come up and out of a golf swing, you are going to hit the ball out to the right. And yep, that's where that one was going. I have to remember these days, I can't swing as hard as I want to. Because again, I'm always fighting my balance. And you can even see on that swing, I swung so hard, I had to take a couple steps. But you know what? Even after an amputation, trying to hit the driver a long way, now that's my kind of fun. And if you're like me, and you still like to hit that ball a long way, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It's guaranteed 25 extra yards. See you next time.
Splash, no splash.
Well, hey, you're still here. Oh, you're probably wondering about an update. Okay, well, I've actually got good news for us. Goal number 1, qualifying for the North Carolina Senior Amateur. Check. We made it. It was a cold and blustery day. Well, no, we won't go into that. But anyway, it was a cold morning and a windy morning, but I was able to survive and advance. I shot 78, not my best round, but it was good enough. Lane tree down in Goldsboro, North Carolina. It was tough. But again, survive and advance. Kind of like the NCAA tournament, right? So we'll go on to play the North Carolina Senior Tournament at Salisbury Country Club. So stay tuned for that update. Thanks for checking in.